Hello everyone, this is Dice, and I am kind of having a message to subscribers, kind of ish, but I'm also going to throw out a new idea that I think some people will like anyway. Um, Everybody knows that I'm a web designer, so I do more than just Photoshop. I use PHP, HTML, CSS, and I also have some Java, along with ActionScript and other things. But Um, I was looking through my books yesterday, and I thought, maybe it'd be kind of cool if I showed people some of the books that I've used, and maybe talk about them a little bit. So, I'm going to show you guys some stuff. Actually, this is one book. This is actually my school book for Java. I took it for Java 1 and Java 2, which I'm currently in Java 2. But this book is pretty huge. There are lots of pages. Over 1,000. $12.63 to be exact. But anyway, you can see there's lots of notey thingies in here and stuff too. I also took notes on chapters, a bunch of chapters, but that'll be one book that I do. And this was another book that I had for school. I also have another one that's in a different version that's made by different people. But I'll probably do this one too. This one's about PHP, obviously. We're in PHP 5. And then this is JavaScript and Ajax, which it's okay to use it on the web, kind of, but you'll find that some people could actually disable JavaScript, which is like, JavaScript is kind of all of the, I should probably explain what each one of these is. Ajax is something that will load automatically on your screen. That'd be like when you post a comment and it automatically shows up. JavaScript handles events like pop-ups and stuff like that. PHP is the email forms and other forms that you fill out. It's also usually anything that is extracting something from MySQL. This also talks about MySQL, I believe. Yes. And XML. This has XML in it too. Java would be applets, along with, it also does its own programming stuff, but, and then we have what everybody else knows is HTML and CSS. This also has XHTML. This is obviously different from HTML, but this is when you code web pages. And you can see I have notes on this one too. I've had this one for a couple years actually. I think I got this 2 or 3 years ago. This one's edition, the 5th edition, but I think there's a much newer one, like 6th or 7th. And then this was my HTML book for school, which I really never used because I already knew it much in that class. But this has HTML, XHTML, and CSS like the other one. I don't know how much this one was, but whenever I do a review on them, I will tell you guys the prices of them and stuff too, and whether or not they're good or not. So I mean, it's all personal style. I do know that Java book is like over $100 though, but there are ways to get it cheaper, I'm sure. But I just thought that'd be kind of a cool thing to do. I don't really have any books on Photoshop. I mean, if you guys think that if you guys would like me to, I can totally like find a book that you guys were thinking about but just never got, and I can see if I can get it, read through it, and give you guys some ideas. So I'm going to go through all these books, and I'll probably post reviews. I'll probably have reviews just like this and just talk about the book if that is something you guys want. I mean, if you don't care about it, then just don't watch it. But as far as everything else, I have started uploading videos. My last video was on drawing, which my next one's going to be on the pen tool. I have to redo it though, and I'm going to redo that probably today or tomorrow, or this weekend. I'm going to try and do one once every week, once every 2 weeks, something like that. My tutorials, everybody knows, is tutorials.animeoasis.net. As soon as I get some money, though, I'm going to purchase another domain, which is $10.95 a year, regardless of who your host is. I use DreamHost. DreamHost is my favorite, but I'm going to move them all to that, so it's going to be like a blog thing. So I just thought that would be kind of a good thing to tell you guys. I don't know what the URL will be, but my co-op class, I had to create a new email address. So because people don't like when you have something weird like mine's lunar_dice11@yahoo.com. So I had to create a new one with my full name. And of course, half of my name versions were taken, so I had to put my full name in. But anyway, so I have to create a better blog thing. It also doesn't help that my blog page is not visible very well in Safari. I have no idea why it does that, because the code is completely valid, and it works in Firefox and Internet Explorer. Not that Internet Explorer is that great anyway. Everything goes wrong in Internet Explorer. But everybody uses it because it's automatically installed on the computer. Nobody knows about Firefox or Safari or Opera or Opera, whatever you want to call it. I think it's Opera. But that's my new idea, and I hope you guys like it. If you guys would like to see anything else different, I mean, I can teach you guys coding languages if you really want, or you can just get the books, but I don't know how to get them to you guys otherwise. I mean, you guys are going to have to go out and buy the books. I know this one, according to the back, was about $22, well, $21.99. This one was $34.99. Probably because it's a newer edition. It looks much cleaner too. I have a PHP one that's also by this Visual Quick Start guide. I wouldn't recommend JavaScript very much. But anyways, that's besides the point. I just have to get my other PHP book by Visual Quick Start back from a friend that I let him borrow it because he's in the same major that I am, but he doesn't know PHP yet. If anybody is going into web design, you have to know PHP and MySQL. There's no way around it. Well, I'm sure you could, I guess, if your site's not really using it, but I suggest taking it. And marketing. Web design is marketing. Whether you believe it or not. You are selling a product online. Or just selling information. Doesn't necessarily have to be a product. Like my blog site is selling my creations and my information in a way. Selling is a bad way of putting it. But that's what I have to tell you guys. And I hope you all enjoy my new idea and my future tutorials that I will be doing. And I guess that's it. Bye bye.